Coach John here, and what I'm going to share with you in this is the framework when it comes to creating the business of your dreams today and the simple steps to launch your business, whether that be offline or online. So, first, let's ask, who will you serve? Because at the end of the day, business is just about delivering value to others in some way, right? The more you are like them, the easier it will be to serve and connect. And I say this as I show you a picture of my women's only gym. Um, so you can imagine there's some disconnect. We're going to show you how to define the full profile of who they are so you know who you are looking for. And honestly, this is a step I ignored for so long, and it didn't serve me in the long run because it left me trying to market to everyone, not someone. And the clearer we get with who we will serve, the easier it's going to be to connect. Look at it this way. If you're a drug dealer, let's say you sold coke, and you felt like everyone was your customer, would you agree that going up to everyone you saw on the street, assuming they would buy, is probably not the best strategy to sell an illegal drug? Okay? But can you imagine if you networked with people that enjoyed cocaine or some other type of drug you might be offering, and you got in front of the right people to offer that drug to that you knew were interested in the drug? Some might buy because you have the right price, some might not. The ones that buy would probably be repeatable customers as long as you weren't an asshole to them. That's kind of like selling, how selling works, regardless of whether you're selling drugs that are illegal or fitness. You want to get in front of the right people. I wouldn't want to welcome men into my women's only gym. That just doesn't make sense. And I wouldn't also want to be bringing in the wrong type of woman. Maybe a negative, person, or someone that is completely unlike my ideal customer, which we're going to define. So, why do you serve them? Are they just like you? Maybe you have a soft spot for maybe someone that you're looking to serve did something that impacted your life. How much can you help them now? And this is not a problem. Let's say you're like, man, I really want to serve children and like youth athletics, but I'm not an athlete myself. Maybe that's why I want to be serving children, because I never got the opportunity. That's something I've always thought about, to be honest. Who's to say that if you aren't the expert at helping kids become better at basketball, that you can't find some guy that is the expert locally, that isn't asking for a lot of money, and you connect him with children that want to get better at basketball through advertising, marketing, management, networking. You will make money because you're delivering value to those that have a need. Okay, you're fulfilling a need. You're adding value to the world. That's all business is. Is there motivation to serve? Are you motivated? This makes a big difference. Looking back, the gym I opened, I was motivated and I still am. But realistically, I found other passions and I'm working towards delivering value in other ways to other people, other markets in life, right? So, for example, I'm helping men develop more confidence, more success, use a business, if not sales and marketing skills, to increase their finances, show them how to, become the healthier, happier version of themselves, learn to believe in themselves. I'm a lot more motivated for that, but that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. How will you serve who you're serving? Do you want to do local service? Do you want to offer products locally? You want to offer products online? Here's how you want to look at an online business. It's either done for you, okay? Someone buys whatever you have to offer, and you do it for them and deliver it. That can be product, information, you name it. Done with you. Do you coach them on how to do whatever they want to? You educate them. Like this program is educating you on how to improve in multiple areas. Okay, you do it yourself, or I'm sorry, do you teach them to do it themselves? Is it information where they have to go and implement it on their own, and you don't add value with service and coaching? What's your vision? What do you really want? Where are you going to take this thing? Is it going to be you for the rest of eternity, servicing large groups, individuals? Maybe you want to just become a sales rep for a bigger business. It just depends on what you want. When it comes to a bigger vision, do you want to build a team? How big do you want your team to be? Does it need to be that big? And if that's the way you want to go, I'll be honest, I'm not the expert at creating a large team with multiple salespeople and people that are a bunch of moving parts. I'm more of the get shit done on a small business scale or solopreneur method. Okay, if you're looking to build a large team, a large vision, you want to find out who's done it before and how. Or do you want to build a brand? Do you want to have multi-location? Maybe you want to have a franchise or licensing, right? Let's start with who. Who is your ideal prospect? Who are they? Age, sex, etc. What keeps them up at night? What are their biggest fears? And what's their deepest desires? So that's what we're looking for. I'm going to use my example of the woman at my gym, who are like customers, moms, typically married, 40 to 55, homeowners, currently working or recently retired, and they're typically involved in some activities such as book clubs, mom groups, youth athletics, churchgoers, and also a lot of them are not necessarily super unhealthy, but they're definitely out of shape. What are their biggest fears? Here are the emotional reasons and fears as to why women do not take action and make change, specifically the market that I serve. They're worried that they'll fail again, just like last time. They're worried about hurting themselves because they might have gotten injured in the past, or they felt like they can't afford to get injured, right? Most who can. They're worried that they'll be judged. The last time they went to a gym, it made them feel like they were being stared at like a piece of meat, or like they looked dumb. They will be vulnerable if they become attractive. I've met women that have been sexually abused, and they have their defense mechanism is to keep a wall up, and the best way to keep a wall up, they believe, deep down inside on a very subconscious level, is to stay out of shape, unhealthy, so others won't find them attractive. As sad as that is the honest truth. They're worried that they'll waste more time and money. They've invested in personal training and classes and diet plans time after time, and they have not been successful. They're worried that their spouse won't support them. I've actually had people that have had to move money around so their husbands didn't know what the heck they were spending all this money on, because they didn't feel like they would support them if they went to them and told them. What keeps them up at night? Here's what my target market is challenged with. How they will get between or through their day between work, kids, and other stresses. They're worried that they're only getting older, and this may be their last chance ever to finally get in shape and feel good. Maybe they're seeing their parents get old and everyone around them, and it's scaring the heck out of them. Maybe they're just worried about failing again. This might be at the top of their mind. Some people think about this every day. And just like last time, after having tried everything when it comes to diet and exercise, or maybe they are losing sleep at night because they feel like they've been practically robbed of the money, like they have, after trainers and gyms have consistently let them down. They feel like they're lost, like there's no hope for them. Or maybe they honestly believe that there's something wrong with them. You wouldn't believe how many people have a thyroid problem now, and which is true sometimes. And they say that's why they're overweight. They think they're broken. What do they honestly desire most? Do they want to feel attractive and good in their own skin, either like they did years ago or for the first time? A lot of the women I serve, want energy that they haven't felt like in years. A lot of people, a lot of humans, a lot of people today are just physically, emotionally drained and exhausted, overworked, underpaid, right? Here's a big one. They want to be able to walk into a mall and try on the first thing and actually have it fit good, because that does determine how they feel. If you had to spend an hour shopping to find something that fit right, that's pretty draining emotionally. Maybe want to feel good about themselves in their own skin. Maybe they believe they are worth it, and they want to believe they deserve good things deep down inside. Not everyone believes that they deserve nice things. Maybe they want to keep up with their kids and not feel exhausted physically or emotionally. Maybe they want to feel like they're not missing out on life because they don't have the energy or don't want to leave the house at all. The honest truth is that people invest in them because of emotional reasons, like you saw a second ago, not logical. At a very basic level, it's a simple exchange in value for promise of benefit. That's it. That's all it is. And value is created with proof, influence, and effective communication. I say this from experience. By making people believe, you can create any sort of exchange in value. Let's talk about a story on beliefs. There was a time where, not even 2 years ago, I didn't believe anyone would pay more than $97 a month for my service. I didn't believe I was worth it deep down inside. I felt like who I was and what I had to offer it hurt me so much to ask for $97 a month. Now I ask for like $1,500. And confidence is everything, which is why this all ties into a belief system. I would do consultation after consultation after consultation, and I thought having better testimonials or having the perfect way of asking for the money or having, more science explained during the presentation was going to make all the difference. But what I discovered was that it was me. It wasn't what I was doing, it was how I was doing it from the inside out. I was not believing what I had to offer. I didn't have confidence in myself that I could actually help them. It was my belief system. My belief system was broken. There was a flaw there. How do you think someone asks like $500 an hour for personal training, which is very rare? Someone out there is doing it, someone's being successful because they inside believe they're worth that amount. Okay? When you don't believe you're worth what you're asking, it's a lot harder to ask. Unless the person's belief was already higher than when they walked in the door, or at least that high. Okay? Most people are walking in with a low belief level. If you are in a sales position, they already have their guard up against you. So you have to overcome a limiting belief that they have. And if you have your own limiting beliefs of what you're worth, what you're capable of, what you deserve, it's going to make everything else that much harder. It comes down to confidence. That's why this is a success and confidence program. It's all tied together. So here's your action plan. It's an action plan. Decide what type of business you want, why you want that type of business. Work through the worksheet and define who your avatar is. And that is it. Sorry to bail early on that. You want to define who your avatar is, because realistically, you can't serve everyone and you can't serve anyone until you figure out who you're serving. So take action. I look forward to seeing your avatar.